This is a short video regarding quiz 2. What I have up on the screen is another posting I made just above this one. Uh, Material explanation, or it should really read material for explanation for quiz 2. And I just want to make certain that we're all on the same page regarding what I was looking for in your answer or answers to quiz 2. So at the top of the page, I have the actual language of the quiz. And then for clarification, at the bottom of the page, I have taken from an earlier posting a definition of consideration. When we look at the problem itself, what we see is that it involves consideration. The defendant is claiming that his promise to pay his cousin was not supported by legally sufficient consideration. And we then ask the question, uh, is the defendant correct in claiming that there was a lack of sufficient consideration? And the answer lies in the definition of legally sufficient consideration. And if we read the first part of the definition, legally sufficient consideration exists to support a promise if, and I've got it underlined, in exchange for the promise, full stop. The facts of the problem, or the uh, what it was stated in the quiz, show us that the promise was made after the plaintiff had done these things for the defendant. And it's a classic example of past consideration, which is no consideration at all. Put differently, the plaintiff gave the defendant nothing in exchange for the promise. It would be if I were to walk down the hall and say to my assistant, "You did a great job last month, so I want to put some extra money in your paycheck this week." That might be a promise that I would feel ethically obligated to keep, but I would not be under a legal obligation to fulfill that promise because the promise was made after she rendered her terrific services. She didn't give me anything in exchange for the promise any more than in our example, the plaintiff gave the defendant nothing in exchange for his promise. And really, we have nothing more or less than a promise to make a gift, and a promise to make a gift based on what someone has done in the past is not going to constitute legally sufficient consideration. If this explanation leaves you still with some specific questions, by all means, email me and I'll do my best to answer those specific questions. Thanks.